Observe items from eight. Let's speak. Man is made God's image.
This is scientific fact.
The evidence is clear.
I am Charles Darwin, a naturalist exploring life across the Nijingbo. I start questioning how species really change over time. In the 19th century, I start questioning how species really change over time. I travel on the HMS Beagle and observe countless creatures. Everywhere I go, I see subtle differences between similar species. Even the smallest islands reveal surprising diversity. Birds, plants, and insects show unique traits depending on location. I notice these differences are not random. Nature seems to favor traits that help survival. Some organisms survive and reproduce successfully. Others fail and slowly disappear. This process becomes natural selection, later called survival of the fittest. It explains how species evolve over time. Traits are dietats that help survival spread through generations, shaping the species. People once believed species never changed, but fossils and geographical evidence told a different story. Closely related species showed subtle differences depending on location. Why do some organisms survive while others disappear? And how can small variations create entirely new species? Natural selection is my answer. The environment acts as a selective force. Organisms with traits suited to survival reproduce successfully. Over generations, these traits shape entire species. Life is dynamic and constantly evolving. Species are not fixed creations, but part of nature's continuum. I call this process natural selection, where nature favors traits that help organisms survive. That is fascinating, Spencer. Perhaps we can describe it simply as survival of the fittest. Yes, I see your concern. So what exactly do you mean by fitness in nature? Fitness does not mean strength or size. Then what does it mean? It means being best adapted to the environment. So the organisms that adjust to their surroundings survive, while those that cannot adapt slowly disappear. Yes, and that is the heart of evolution. Small changes over time shape the diversity of life. Your theory explains nature beautifully.
In agriculture, farmers breed plants and animals carefully. They choose traits that produce stronger crops. In medicine, researchers study how bacteria evolve. This helps them understand antibiotic resistance. Public health experts use evolution to track diseases. This knowledge improves medical treatments. Ecologists also use my theory to study nature. They learn how species respond to environmental changes. Because of these applications, humans gain valuable tools. They improve food production. Today, this theory influences many scientific fields. It becomes the foundation of evolutionary biology. Genetics later supports many of my observations. Scientists now understand how traits pass between generations. Medical researchers use evolution to study viruses and bacteria. This helps them develop vaccines and treatments. Conservationists apply these ideas to protect wildlife. They study how species adapt to climate change. Even outside science, people see similar patterns. Systems that adapt survive, while rigid ones fail. This shows an important lesson about life. Survival always depends on the ability to adapt.
Observe items from eight. Let's speak. Man is made God's image.
This is scientific fact.
The evidence is clear.
This interpretation was incorrect. Darwin's theory was never meant to support such ideas. Darwin explained that natural selection is about adaptation. It focuses on survival in changing environments. Misusing evolutionary ideas led to concepts like social Darwinism. Darwin himself never supported these interpretations. Some critics rejected the theory for religious reasons. They believed species were fixed and unchanging. When misunderstood, the theory caused controversy. From Darwin's observations, life on Earth is constantly changing. Species survive not because they are strongest, but because they adapt to their environment. Understanding evolution helps us appreciate nature's diversity. It also teaches us the value of resilience and adaptability. This shows an important lesson about life. Survival always depends on the ability to adapt.
If my story inspires you, continue exploring science, because curiosity is the beginning of every great discovery.